Greetings everyone, welcome back on my YouTube channel, and in this video I'm going to talk about my experience of re-enlistment in the US Army with RE-3 re-entry code and medical waivers approval. For those who are new on this channel, I was enlisted in the US Army back in October 2021. In January 2022, due to medical reason, I was discharged from the Army during my AAT training, and in the middle of summer 2022 I decided to come back and re-enlist in the Army. In order to make it happen, I needed a medical waiver towards my entire re-enlistment package. I started from visiting civilian healthcare specialist, who immediately concluded I was good to go back in service. Fortunately, that healthcare specialist was a prior service, Navy, and we kind of spoke same language and got things done within one day, within one office visit. With this positive medical conclusion, I went straight to my Army recruiter. They submitted a medical waiver to MEPS, and it took about 2-3 weeks to approve it. And that's when I first time went to MEPS. This year, 2022. To be honest, I expected things to go as smooth as they did last year with my initial enlistment. It took me 2 days only, literally. One day for SWAP test, another day for physical, medical and swearing in. Things didn't go well this time. To start off, my entire package, it was resubmitted from the past year, and MEPS people, they just couldn't accept it. That's why my recruiter, she had to redo entire thing for me with the medical waiver on top. Once my package was redone and good to go, I finally started my physical medical at MEPS. And you probably know how it goes over there. You get in early morning and get out afternoon or early evening. In my case, it was about 3-4 p.m. I went through all kind of tests and analysis, you know the drill. And the final step would be a conclusion by one of the MEPS doctors. And guess what happened? They announced their system is down and they cannot keep up with paperwork manually. That's why they cut off over 20 people, including me, for a final step. Next time I go to MEPS, I'm first in line, I'm very excited to get things done, and the doctor says I have an issue with my eyes. She said it was disqualifying condition and I needed inspection for my eyes. I didn't get to choose this eyes inspection date, so me and my recruiter, we showed up on that date, and as it turned out, my appointment was cancelled. What happened was that me and my wife, we were changing our mobile service providers in that time. This healthcare facility, they tried to reach me over the weekend when I had no service at all. What I don't fully understand is why they were trying to reach me when the entire communication before this appointment cancellation had been done between healthcare facility and MEPS only. Anyway, it took another week to get back to that healthcare facility and finish my eyes inspection, which was very unique experience. This eyes specialist, he wouldn't even tell me what's wrong with my eyes. They gave me a sealed envelope and I had to drop it off in person at LA MEPS. By the way, here in Los Angeles, I work in video production industry, and in order to attend this initial eyes inspection appointment, the one that was cancelled, I had to say no for a feature film project. Practically I didn't lose money, but I definitely missed an opportunity to earn over $2,600 in less than 2 weeks, which would cover 2 months of my rent. It took at least 2 weeks to get results, submit and approve a new medical waiver for my eyes situation. I'm coming back to MEPS, to medical waivers, fresh and approved. I'm not even going back to medical office, straight to MEPS Army office. I did my fingerprints, TAPAS test, and I was ready to choose my MOS when they told me I have to redo basic training. We went through my discharge papers that I had on me, but nothing was actually saying that I graduated basic training. I immediately called my Army recruiter so she could talk to someone at Fort Leonard, the company where I did my basic training. They needed to pull out my personal records from MTRRS, but due to the time zone difference in Missouri, no one was available. The following day I was back at MEPS and they finally received my records from Fort Leonard. According to those records, I never graduated basic training. At that point, I didn't care too much about basic training. After countless days at MEPS, medical waivers, disqualifications, medical discharge itself, I was just happy to be eligible to enlist and get back on track. On the other hand, I was able to choose a brand new MOS. My top priorities were 12 Romeo and Whiskey. Luckily I got Romeo, which is interior electrician, for 4 years of active duty. To summarize, I had RE-3 re-entry code after medical discharge from the Army, and it took me over 3 months and 2 medical waivers to re-enlist back in the Army. And that's it for this video. Feel free to leave comments and questions down below. I'm happy to answer them. Also, this is a new channel and I'm trying to reach 3-digit subscribers before my shipment date, which is November 21st, and I would be thankful for your help with this. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.